Good morning, brothers and sisters of Christ. This the day the Lord has made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it. I want to share something with you guys because every time I post something on the community post, they always taking it out. So I was like, Lord, let me do a video. But the Lord got me up into Matthew this morning. A couple of days ago, I was watching regular TV, and the Lord had me to flip on this station. It was by Rosewood, the massacre of Rosewood. And I remember seeing this movie, and I really didn't want to see it because it was hurtful to look at it. But the Lord was educating me on something. And so what got me was when the man had the ring, the Mason ring. It was a gentleman that had beat up this, this woman. Y'all seen the movie. Whoever has seen the movie, they probably can go watch it. This Caucasian lady, she was messing around on her husband. And the boyfriend beat her up. But she was in a neighborhood. And she know her husband was going to come home, so she ended up and lied and said a black person had beat her up and raped her. And the whole time, it was a Caucasian guy, her boyfriend she was messing with. So, ended up she went out and lied, and they caused this big commotion. And the guy that beat her up, he was in the Masons. He had a ring on. So, he went to another black guy that I guess was a Mason too, because he had a ring. He was a slave. And he had a ring too because they were Masons, because they look out for each other. It don't matter what color or whatever. It's just what they in. So I just want to get that out there. So the Lord been telling me about massacres, right? So that day later on, I seen some other massacre that was happening in Mississippi. And then other ones, but they don't really teach us this in school, because in the history books, they cut out the history. So at the bottom of this link, even though I put it on community post, at the bottom of this link, I'm going to put at the bottom a page that I found that have all these massacres on it. It's all massacres, all with Chinese, but it's a lot of black. Indians, Native Indians, it's all kind of massacres, y'all. So, but the Lord, this morning, the Lord told me, he gave me Matthew's, and it was talking about persecution. So he gave me Matthew, because y'all know we got to expect persecution. But also they do this also because, we're not going to go along with this, because God said, if you're a friend of the world, you enemy. And y'all know these Masons and Illuminati, they into worldly things, y'all. And y'all know the United States, this government is up there with the Masons. They in Illuminati. Masonry and Illuminati, y'all. It's all witches and everything. The Lord told us this is what we fighting against. So, but they all about riches and glory, because Satan was tempting Jesus. Lord gave me Matthew. All this is in Matthew. When Satan tried to tempt Jesus, when he tried to tempt Jesus on the 40 days, told him he could have the world if he give him this. So, in Matthew, the Lord talk about that. Then he had me about persecution in Matthew 10. Persecution is coming. So y'all know they doing all this persecution, because if you don't take the mark of they setting all this stuff up, then you can expect persecution. But also I told y'all that people expect that they doing persecution right now, but a little bit they doing it, because remember I told you about the man on the Facebook and a lot of other people they cutting off and they even stopping them with their funds that they getting from them. But God take care of us. The world don't take care of us. You don't go into the world, because the Lord gave me about riches of the world. Where is that at? 10 and 11. Because the Lord gave me, and I post on there, on a community post, because this was stuff that the Lord was telling me about riches of the world. That you can't serve two masters. You can't serve God and riches. Matthew 6:24 says, no one can serve two masters, for either he will hate one and love the other, or else would he be loyal to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. Because a lot of these people, they with this massacre stuff, y'all know, into these shootings, a lot of them into this, they going along with it because they saw these people into this stuff. The Illuminatians, they done sacrifice all their kids and everything. Y'all, God's telling us this. And the Lord told us going to be a lot of mourning. But y'all need to watch that man also franchise Pearson, because it just be confirmation what the Lord told us. You pay attention to the codes and the colors, because God told us also in Revelation to be pay attention to the mark of the beast with the code and with the numbers, the calculation, and all kind of ways you you could pay attention that the Lord telling us these people, they into this, with this masonry and stuff. Some people sacrificing their children and everything, y'all. They are sacrificing their children. They do it. They did it in the Bible. What you think they ain't doing it now? A lot of these people they setting this stuff up so they can keep on doing this, and it's gonna create waste wars and everything. Because half of the massacre, majority of the just say all of the massacre things that the history is all dealing with race. And they want to go back into the slavery days, because also about the lynching law. Because also when I watched Rosewood and some other stuff, the Lord was telling me about them lynching people. Told you, Lord said they want to go back to Old Testament, and then they want to go back to slavery days. So also, a lot of them selling their soul. That's what God got me into Matthew 6. You cannot serve God and riches. Because you know Illuminati and the Masons, y'all know this stuff. They do this. And a lot of people they don't sacrifice their children and stuff, y'all. They doing all this stuff, rituals and sacrificial. Half of them into this sorority and all this stuff. So the Lord got me into that. Then got me into persecution, told us about persecution. Then he kept on telling me, and then look at this. And the Lord told me about the massacres, right? The masquerades, the massacres. I'm talking about the masquerades. The massacres, massacres, y'all know the massacres. And the Lord gave me that, and then he gave me about murder. Murder, he said, he gave me Matthew 5. And he said with murder, because that's what they doing. Okay, Matthew 5, he gave me 21. And let's read all this. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you should not murder, and whoever murder will be in danger of the judgment. But I say to you, that whoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whoever says to his brother, wake up, shall be in danger of the council. But whoever says, you fool, shall be in danger of hell fire. Therefore, if you bring your gift to the altar, and there remember that your brother has nothing against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go your way. First be reconciled with your brother, and then come and offer your gift. Agree with your adversary quickly while you are on the way with him, lest your adversary deliver you to the judge. The judge hand you over to the officer, and you be thrown into prison. Now this got me also thinking about with persecution, because y'all know this gonna happen. Surely I say to you, you will by no means get out of there till you have paid the last penny. Because they coming up with all this stuff, y'all. And now God tells us don't go along with these people. And don't become them an evildoer. But God give us, he going to take care of us. Okay, so you have heard that it was said to the old, you should not commit adultery. But I say to you that whoever's looking at a woman to lust with her has already committed adultery with her heart and in his heart. If your right eye cause you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you. For it is not profitable for you that one of your members perish, then your whole body to be cast into hell. Because people adultery, it also cheating on the Lord. People in the world, that's why God said you got to separate yourself from among the people. The world against God's people. And murder. And that's why he got me with these massacres. And if your right hand cause you to sin, cut it off and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than the whole body to be cast into hell. So, you got to be fully walking with the Lord. And that's why idolatry, greed, just don't be envy of evildoers. But this what got me right here, when he gave me Matthew 2. And this is a massacre of the innocents. Then Herod, when he saw that he was deceived by the wise men, was exceedingly angry, and he sent forth and put to death all the male children were in Bethlehem, and in all its districts, for 2 years, from 2 years old to under, according to the time which has determined from the wise men. Look, they even was killing children from 2 years and under, murdering. Then was fulfilled what was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet says. A voice was heard in Ramah, lamentations, weeping, and great mourning. Look, mourning. Because even, like the Lord tells us, Satan destroying, come after God's people, and he killed him, and then, they got also sacrifices. Good versus evil. And it say, lamentations, weeping, a great mourning. Rachel weeping for her children, refusing to be comforted because they are no more. Look, she was even weeping of her children. So even Illuminati, them, some of these people, they sacrificing their children, but Satan also killing the innocent. Y'all gotta understand all this stuff happening together. We're in a spiritual warfare. The Lord told us the other day about our battle of the army. Y'all, and also I posted on a post up there, y'all, that I seen the other day, talking about 143 sheeps of wolves and came in and scattered the sheep or something on there, y'all. But look on the community post. So much going on, but the Lord got me in Matthew's. And also the Lord gave me Matthew about healing on the Sabbath. Because they got so much going on with all this, with all these stuff trying to, these pots, all this stuff. Y'all, they coming all this to put fear in the people. And God, he even healed. God is the same today, tomorrow, forevermore. He'll heal whenever. He even healed on the Sabbath. They didn't even want nobody to heal him. But God, y'all know Satan in them with this medication. They got that law. They trying to be able to be over us or making decisions. When it comes to your medicals, y'all know God's speaking so much. But we have to fully trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not into our own understanding. But God got me in Matthew. And then, here we go, Matthew 4, Satan tempted Jesus. Now, there's so much going on in this world. The Lord got me in Matthew early this morning. This is all I've been in Matthew. And he told me about the massacres. But y'all, I'm going to put these scriptures at the bottom. Y'all. And y'all know in Matthew 1, they talking about it was Babylon in there. And y'all know Satan already was trying to destroy, they out to destroy God's people, his children. Children are chosen. People are chosen, but children, God knows who people were, like Satan knows. He know how people, he know how powerful people are in the Lord and what God created. So Satan out to kill God's children. And then sacrificing their own children too, just because greed of the world. Y'all, we're in a spiritual warfare. So I was like, let me do this video because I just keep on trying to post stuff up on there instead of going off and on, off and off and off, and I'm posting over and over and over. I said, Lord, let me just get up and do a video so I can give y'all what the Lord's sharing with me. And we got to do good at all times, y'all, to please God. Because Matthew, get into Matthew. The Lord got in there, don't worry. Do not worry. And don't worry about doing, even when people do you dirty, God take care of the vengeance is his. But don't worry, because God's going to provide for us no matter what they look like. Build your rock on the Lord. Y'all, it's just so much the Lord gave me up in here. They have to persecute us because we ain't going against the Lord. Because they want people to bow to this mark and to serve Satan. Ain't nobody, I ain't going to say, God's children, Lord, keep us that we endure to the end. Keep us firm in the Lord. We got to keep our foundation strong in the Lord because people fall into this. A lot of people on the YouTube and all, these people signing their hands over. They getting into this Illuminati stuff. I told y'all the email they sent me. Somebody sent me. Well, the Lord allowed to happen because he's talking about stuff. Y'all, these people, something else. These demons. Be aware. The Lord gave me also, you'll know about the fruits. Because when he gave me that about the fruits, he also was telling me about the shepherds, the sheep, their post. So everything I post and I tell y'all, the Lord be talking to me through stuff. Through these scriptures. The Lord be talking to me through these scriptures and stuff I post. When he said also about the sheep, he had me to post in Matthew's about the prophets, false prophets, and about the sheep that creeped in. Lord got me in Matthew, y'all. So majority of my stuff today is about Matthew. The Lord gave me stuff that, y'all, the Lord just be talking. But y'all, keep y'all foundation strong in the Lord, y'all. Y'all be blessed in Jesus' name. No, things will never be the same. Worship and glorify His holy name, Jesus Christ.